Good day, fellow observers. Today we are going to do a 12.5.4.1 test, and this is the CVS test. It's gonna be a 1 hour and 6 minute drive, 29 miles. Let me activate FSD. So I just wanna say there are some girls up ahead taking pictures, but FSD, okay, good. So I think they're done.
In 500 feet, turn left onto 60th Street.
Okay, so I don't have to worry about that because of FSD. I'm just wondering what it will do. Now we go straight ahead.
Now turn left onto 60th Street.
Now we make a left here. Okay, sometimes I had to disengage here because there are blind spots, but I think I'm seeing enough that it's good.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Woodside Avenue.
Okay, that was a quick acceleration. Okay, so good pass through here. All right, good. Now let's see if we can make this green light. Okay, no, we won't make it. Okay, now we have a green light. Now there are pedestrians here. I was about to disengage because of how fast it accelerated, but I think we're good here. Okay, I thought FSD is going to the left, to the opposite traffic, just to overtake this. So it's good that it doesn't, because there was one time that it tried to, but there was oncoming bus coming out from this bus stop on the left side. Okay, so I disengaged because it's thinking of going around the bus, and now I re-engage it. Now we are moving up ahead. Okay, I think this is good. FSD can just go around it. Nice. Okay, so I think we'll make that.
In 500 feet, turn right onto 68th Street. Now turn right onto 68th Street.
Now we are making a right. Okay, I pressed the accelerator a little bit because FSD kind of is slow and there are cars behind me.
In 500 feet, turn right to take the Interstate 278 East ramp.
Now I didn't know why it pulled the brakes.
Now turn right to take the Interstate 278 East ramp.
Now we have a green light. And we will be merging to Brooklyn Queens Expressway. Okay, we have some room, good. to comment on the acceleration. It was pretty fast for my preference. I just want to point that out.
In 500 feet, keep a right to take exit 42 onto Brooklyn Queens Expressway toward Grand Central Parkway East. Now keep right to take exit 42.
Okay, good. That was straightforward. Keep right.
In 1,000 feet, take the exit on the left toward Grand Central Parkway. Now take the exit on the left toward Grand Central Parkway.
Okay, good. I just didn't know why it suddenly braked, but that was still a good lane change. It saw the window and it capitalized on the window. Okay, good lane change. We have enough room.
In 1 mile, keep left to stay on Grand Central Parkway East toward Grand Central Parkway.
Okay, good lane change.
Now keep left to stay on Grand Central Parkway East.
Okay, good slowdown here. Okay, good slowdown here. Now our overall speed is now decreasing because of the accumulation of traffic up ahead.
In 1 mile, keep left to stay on Grand Central Parkway East toward Grand Central Parkway. Now keep left to stay on Grand Central Parkway East.
Okay, so just a travel update. We are 14 miles away before getting the next instruction. We still have 52 minutes, 21 miles left. Okay, good slowdown here. Adjusting to the car ahead, slowing down and maintaining space between this car and the car up front. Okay, good adjustment here, not accelerating as much for this merging SUV. So we have 11 miles left before getting the next instruction, and I think this is the traffic that we're gonna have up until maybe after the construction zone. Alright, FSD didn't accelerate as much for that merging car, and it is trying to find the fastest way. Okay, so that was a good case of when a motorcycle passes by, I felt FSD do a sudden brake, but then it moved right away. So I just want to point that out. If motorcycles go in between lanes, I think that's something that if you're using FSD to just keep in mind. Okay, so another motorcycle case, and I felt FSD doing a sudden brake but moved right away, and just want to point that out. Okay, so we are entering a work zone, and I think we had this specific work zone for the past CVS tests, and I think FSD does pretty well in this scenario and was able to find the lines that were redrawn. So I think that's good. Now let's see what we have for this one. Okay, as you have been noticing, FSD is good at slowing down and accelerating just enough, and I just want to point that out. Okay, good adjustment here, slowing down just a little bit for this merging SUV. Okay, so there was a chime. I think it's thinking on making lane changes, but I don't see the need why though. Okay, so there's a sign and work zone speed limit, and we are done with the work zone, and now we continue straight with regular speeds. Although I have to say there is a lot of traffic, and just a travel update, we are 7.6 miles before getting the next directions. Okay, good slowdown here. We were just speeding up, but now we have to reduce the speed, and FSD is good with that. Okay, now we are speeding up, but I guess we're gonna slow down soon as well. Oh, never mind. Oh, I think we are on a faster pace at the moment. Okay, good slowdown here. Okay, so we're picking up speed now, and we are 4.7 miles before we get the new set of instructions. And we have 20 minutes left, 11 miles. Okay, good adjustment here, slowing just a little bit for that merging SUV. And now we continue straight. I may have to, okay, I'm increasing the speed just because the flow of traffic is faster than my current speed. And I think we'll be noticing the speed limit drop here. I'm not sure if this one or maybe the next exit. Okay, not here. So I'm still anticipating that. Oh snap, I think. Alright, I didn't notice it for this time. So maybe it's fixed. So it might not be enough for just one test. So let's see for other tests. And I'm going to mention that as well. So that was interesting. We didn't see any speed limit drops.
In 1 mile, keep left to stay on Northern State Parkway east toward eastern Long Island. Now keep left to stay on Northern State Parkway east.
Okay, good slowdown here for that merging pickup truck. Now we are making a lane change, and I think we have enough speed. Good. Now we are on the middle lane now, and good adjustment here, slowing down for that SUV that's going out of the middle lane. Traffic accumulation up ahead, and good adjustment as well. Okay, now we are making a lane change. Okay, good. But we will exit soon in 1.9 miles. Okay, good slowdown. Alright, good slowdown once again. Okay, now we are making a lane change, but I have to be careful here.
In 1 mile,
Okay, good
take
lane
exit
change.
33 on the right onto Wantagh Parkway south toward Jones Beach.
But I have to mention, I would have preferred for it to advance further by using acceleration, but I think that was enough to get by for that lane change. Now we are going to exit on our right, and let's see when FSD will make the lane change to the rightmost lane. Okay, so that was a postponement. Let's see. Okay, we have some space right about here. Okay, good.
Now take exit 33 on the right. In 1,000 feet, take the Wantagh Parkway South ramp on the left. Now take the Wantagh Parkway South ramp on the left.
Okay, so we are exiting towards Wantagh Parkway. This merge is going to be straightforward.
In 1 mile, take exit W2E on the right toward Old Country Road. Then make a right U-turn onto Carmen Avenue.
That was a good lane change because it accelerated as it goes for the change. So I'm hoping that FSD will go back. Okay, good. So let's see if FSD will pull its brakes when it sees vehicles merging to our lane from the right. So now let's see.
Now take exit W2E
Okay, so I have to press the accelerator because it's slowing down too much and it makes it ambiguous.
Now make a right U-turn onto Carmen Avenue.
Whether it would give way or will it move fast. So now
turn right onto Old Country Road.
I reactivated. And so now we are at a stop, so this is going to be a mandatory 3 seconds stop. Okay, good. Okay, now we're going straight and we have 1.2 miles before making a right to Jerusalem Avenue. Okay, so now we are at a red light and we have 4 minutes left, 1.2 miles. So we have a green up ahead and now vehicles are starting to advance. Okay, good slowdown here for this car that's turning right. Now we are at a red light. And so we advance. We have a green light up ahead, so we'll be advancing soon. Now what I'd like to see for this right turn to Jerusalem, if we have a red light, I want to see if it will
In
still
500 feet, turn right onto Jerusalem Avenue.
make a right turn even though it's red. But the thing is, right turn to Jerusalem is only for green lights, so there is no turn on red.
Now turn right onto Jerusalem Avenue.
Okay, so we don't need that. Okay, good. So we are going straight. Okay, good brakes here. I was about to disengage because I don't feel that FSD was slowing down, but if I was driving, I would have slowed down sooner. Okay, now we have a green light.
In 1,000 feet, turn left.
Now we are making a left.
Now turn left.
Okay, good. We have a window. Now I want to observe where
Now
FSD
your destination is on the left.
will stop. Maybe it will still stop at the pole. Yep. Okay, so I'm just gonna disengage since it's going to the same exact place, and let me give my takeaways. So we started off at a double park state, and FSD was able to advance and it was able to make a left. I tried to see, and the blind spots were not an issue because there was some space and I saw if there were cars that are going to our way, and there was none, so it was a good left turn. And then it made a right towards Woodside Avenue and up on the light. And the thing is, I almost disengaged there because it didn't really stop at a time where I think I would have stopped if I was driving for pedestrians. And so it let it pass and it went forward, but there was a bus that stopped right in front. And the thing is, it took some time before the bus moved, and FSD was about to go around it, but I disengaged because I know that the bus right there is not stopped for a long time. So I just drove manually after the light and then re-engaged, and then it made a right to 68th Street. That being said though, upon the right turn to 68th Street, I pressed the accelerator because there was a pedestrian here that was not on the sidewalk anymore, it was on the road, and FSD kind of stopped to maybe let it cross, but the pedestrian just signaled to go, and so I had to press the accelerator just so FSD will start moving. And then on 68th Street, I noticed that there was a time there that it suddenly stopped abruptly, but then eventually it moved forward. I don't know, maybe because of the lighting that it didn't know where to go. I'm not so sure. These are just speculation. If you kind of find out what was the reason for that, please let me know in the comments below. And then we stopped on a red light and then merged to Brooklyn Queens Expressway. It was a good merge. It went straight and then made a lane change. That being said though, after merging, its acceleration was pretty quick on a narrow section of Pkwy. So I'm just pointing it out because sometimes, I mean, I think it's because an EV, right? Like, the acceleration will always be going to be faster, even though I am on chill mode right here. And so it went straight and made a bare right towards Grand Central and merged to Grand Central, and then it made a lane change from the rightmost lane to the passing lane, and those were good, and was able to adjust for merging cars and then also slowing down and speeding up. Now the thing is though, we had a lot of traffic further down Grand Central, and it was able to adjust to the speed ups and the slowdowns, and then also it went to the passing lane to Grand Central, and then, well, I've already said that, but I just mentioned it again. And then it made, let's see, and then okay, so what I noticed was there was this portion that FSD usually slows down for some reason. Like, there's no speed limit change for that section of Grand Central Parkway, and I didn't notice it for this one, so that was interesting. So I'm gonna observe it and see for other tests if it need that that this was fixed, and if it is fixed, then that's good. So just want to highlight that. And then we made a keep left at the fork towards Northern State Parkway and made some lane changes to the passing lane, and then moved back to the middle lane, and then eventually to the rightmost lane to exit to Wantagh Parkway. So FSD was able to find room in doing lane changes, and it was able to merge to Wantagh. And then the thing is, with on Wantagh, when we were going for the drive towards the exit, FSD made a lane change to the passing lane for a bit and then went back to the right lane. Now I didn't see any use for that, maybe because of my setting that to just arrive at the destination at the fastest time. Maybe it does that for some reason, so I just want to put it out there. And then also, I mentioned earlier, upon exit of Wantagh Parkway, sometimes FSD will abruptly slow down because of the merging vehicles from the right side from an on-ramp going to my lane. And there indeed was a vehicle earlier and it made a stop, and so I had to press the accelerator and disengage just so I could make the exit myself, because it wasn't beneficial for either of the vehicles, FSD and the pickup truck. Like, it just stops right about here. So now this pickup truck can't merge, and I'm gonna slow down the cars behind me. And also, that's also the reason why I would want to press the accelerator, because the risk for a rear end collision is high if FSD stops suddenly on Wantagh Parkway. And so it made a U-turn to Carmen Avenue and turned right towards Old Country Road. That was good, and went straight. The thing is, when we made a right turn to Jerusalem Avenue, it wasn't a red light, so we weren't able to test if FSD still has the issue of making a right on to Jerusalem Avenue even though there's a sign that says no turn on red. And then we went straight and then made a left turn here, and yeah, so now we are at CVS. So those are all my takeaways for this test, and if you find this video helpful or of value, please like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!